banka say omoku condemn for na ya meka.
The sentence for this kind of offense is that you shall be hanged till you die.
It's a horrifying experience.
The scene was so terrifying that I couldn't look at them for a while. I quickly entered into the cell because I knew that they had come for me.
A place meant for about 23 inmates now hosts over 150 inmates. No president wants to sign for them to be killed.
Personally, it's been against my conscience to take life, no matter what. Because if you like, I'm influenced religiously to know that it's only God that should take life.
But the gallows are still intact.
A weight must be put on you so that you are not, and that you don't go through unnecessary pains. The first one, and then I think it ends.
Death row and the sad realities associated. I am Seth Kwame Boateng. Join me as I take you to the condemned block of the Nsawam medium security prisons to appreciate the thin line between freedom and death. A group of prisoners with their musical instruments playing and singing gospel songs. This is happening right inside the special block of the Nsawam medium security prisons, popularly known as the condemned block. Inmates here have been sentenced to death. They are to be executed, and that can happen even in the next minute. Probably this song is what will do the trick for them to forever shut the mind of the president from signing their death warrant. Death is all they see around them, so they resort to singing most of the time to take their minds off it.
Basically, we're the condemned prisoners.
Patrick Dakumisa says the population here keeps increasing.
Currently, we have 152 male prisoners. Then the female section, we have 6. So in totality, we have 158 condemned prisoners in the country.
All these 158 prisoners were pronounced guilty of murder after their trial by courts of competent jurisdiction. As punishment for their crimes, they must also be killed. This is consistent with Article 3, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, which states that no person shall be deprived of his life intentionally except in the exercise of the sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense under the laws of Ghana of which he has been convicted.
Every sane person is responsible and answerable for the natural and probable consequences of his actions. I mean, same person, anybody who has got his senses by himself, not a madman and the rest of them, or drunkard and things like that.
Meet former Supreme Court Judge Justice Stephen Alambrobe. He says the law applies this to the latter.
The same way you cause the loss of the life of the person who is dead, the society requires that you also suffer the same exit from life, so to speak, that we impose on the other party. Because, as I said, everybody's entitled to his life and liberty and a right to live. And you have no right to take away his life. So once the jurors find that you are guilty, society requires that the same way that you cause somebody to lose his life, you also have to lose your life.
So